This is the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete 4x4. It sells for 1.76 million pesos. Is it worth your money? Let's find out. The Strada Athlete is pretty easy to distinguish from other variants of the Strada. The most noticeable difference is that all the chrome trims have been blacked out. It has gloss black side mirrors, gloss black door handles. The garnish on the tailgate is also gloss black, and also the rear bumper. I like the fact that they went with gloss black and not matte black. I think it looks especially aggressive here at the front with a gloss black grille. It comes with 18-inch mag wheels, which look identical to the mag wheels of the Strada GT. Only these are painted in gloss black. And then it comes with these huge decals on the sides, which add a lot of character to the truck. Okay, so the first thing that you notice are these panels covered in tanned leather. They're padded, as you can see. Also, the seats have the same tan color with black inserts. On the steering wheel, you have orange stitching. Same goes for the sidings, the door sidings. Black leather with orange stitching. So here's a complaint. The armrest is bare plastic, but this is leather. I wish it was the other way around. Okay, so over here you have your dual zone climate control. It has buttons instead of knobs. Then you have your 7-speed transmission with manual mode. So you have this 7-inch touchscreen display. Over here is your drive selector mode. You have 2H, 4H, 4HLC, and 4LLC. Hill descent, and I guess this is traction control, not sure. So compared to the Montero's interior, this is a lot more plasticky. This is plastic, 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 plastic. It's more durable than luxurious, but it's still pretty nice compared to the Terrace interior. You have paddle shifters. You have analog gauges, and you have there's the push button. Well, the push button is on this side. Okay, so at the second row, knee room is okay. You have 2 USB ports over here and a bit of storage. And you have blowers up here. They don't actually blow cold air, they just redirect the air from the front to the back. And then you have your fan speed controller over here. Yeah, you have a center armrest. It doesn't feel as roomy as the Ranger. It actually feels pretty tight in here. Like at the front, you have a non-padded armrest. All variants of the Strada are powered by the same 2.4-liter diesel engine, and the Athlete is no exception. It produces 179 horsepower at 3,500 RPM and 480 Newton meters of torque at 2,500 RPM. The engine is coupled to a 6-speed transmission. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to test drive the Athlete, but I was able to test drive the Mitsubishi Strada GT 4x4, which has the same mechanicals as the Athlete. Compared to the pre-facelift Strada GT, the newer model rides a bit better. It has bigger bore shocks compared to the pre-facelift model. Its towing capacity is 3,100 kilograms. Payload capacity is a bit disappointing at 945 kilograms. That's probably due to the softer suspension. The Strada still uses a hydraulic steering system, so the steering is not as light as the steering of the Wildtrak and the Colorado. For us guys who are used to trucks with hydraulic steering, it's pretty okay. Maybe even preferable, since it gives you more feedback than an electronic steering system. I think people who are more used to driving sedans, particularly women, might find the steering a bit heavy. Fuel economy is about 8.8 kpl in the city and about 11.5 kpl on the highway. The Strada Athlete is pretty loaded when it comes to tech and active safety features. It has 7 airbags, it has forward collision mitigation, which primes the brakes if it detects an impending collision. It has lane departure warning, it has blind spot monitoring, and it has adaptive cruise control. Toyota Hilux Conquest. Hands down, the Strada GT is the much better vehicle in terms of features and performance, and definitely in terms of ride quality. Ford Ranger Wildtrak. The Wildtrak has more load capacity, it has a more powerful engine, it's a bit more spacious on the inside, and it has self-parking, which even if you don't need, it's still a pretty impressive feature. Nissan Navara VL 4x4 and Warrior. The Navara has a 360 camera. It doesn't have adaptive cruise control. It has collision alert, which will alert you if it detects an impending collision, but it will not apply the brakes automatically for you. And it only has 2 airbags. The Navara is cheaper though. The Navara VL 4x4 sells for just a little over 1.5 million, and this N Warrior package sells for 1.63 million. The Strada Athlete sells for 1.76 million pesos. Some branches are offering discounts, like this one in Paco, Manila, which is offering a 200,000 peso discount. And that brings the price down to about 1.5 million. There's also a 4x2 version of the Athlete, which will sell for 1.44 million. The Athlete will be a limited production variant. The person I talked to said that there would be around 100 units sold here in the Philippines, but he didn't seem very sure, so I'm not sure if that's accurate. So is it worth the extra money? If you haven't figured it out yet, the Strada Athlete is just a Strada GT with a visual upgrade package. Included in the package are the leather seats, the blacked out trims, and the decals. Without the decals, it's basically a color package since it still uses the same wheels, the same seats, and it doesn't offer any new features. If it was priced a bit more, I would say just go for the GT. But the Athlete sells for just 50,000 pesos more than the Strada GT, and that's without the discount. And considering the fact that it's a limited production model and it looks a lot better than the regular GT, I think it's worth the extra money.